This equation we already derived in for perfectly elastic collision, that is for two bodies colliding with each other elastically. That when the result comes u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus v1. This is called relative velocity of approach. This is called relative velocity of separation. We have one more thing right on below this: coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution. Restitution. This is denoted by E, small e. And the ratio of E is this one: V2 minus V1 by U1 minus U2. This ratio is called coefficient of restitution. This is for collisions. This is for collisions. Any type of collision, this is applicable. We can write here for perfectly elastic collision. For perfectly elastic. For elastic collisions, the value of E will be equal to 1. The value of E will be equal to 1. E value is 1, that's they are equal. This will be equal to this. And for second type of collision, perfectly inelastic collision, E will be less than 1. And for partly elastic collision, E value is unequal to 1. It can be even greater than 1. It can be even greater than 1. So we need to know for perfect elastic collision, the value of coefficient of restitution is equal to 1. That means relative velocity of approach is equal to relative velocity of separation. Okay. Let us see something out here about the perfectly elastic collisions. Two bodies are colliding with each other elastically. Let us find the velocity of those bodies after collisions. Before collisions, we know the velocities are u1 and u2, and after collisions, what velocity they will have. Let us find out that. Okay, and then from there we will have some important deductions. For perfectly elastic collision, for perfectly elastic collisions, let us find the velocity. First equation I like momentum one, that is like this: m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Mark this as equation number 1. This equation I am writing as a result of conservation. And for perfectly elastic collision, we write second equation, this one: u1 minus u2 equal to v2 minus v1. We write this equation. This is equation number 2. Two equations we have. We will solve them simultaneously and find the value of v1. We will solve them simultaneously and get the value of v1 and v2. Let us solve. In order to solve, we have to make any one. Like here we have got m1 v1. Here is only a v1. I will multiply this equation by m1. Multiply everywhere by m1. And then I will add this to it. After multiplying, I will add this one gets cancelled. So I will be writing like this. After multiplying, I will write the value here. Right? m1 u1 minus m1 u2 is equal to m1 v2 plus m1 v1. I am writing like this. Now I will add this to. I will add this to. I will mark this after multiplying. I will mark this as 2a. This equation I am marking as 2a. Right, adding equation 1 and equation 2. Right here, adding. Sorry, this is minus over here. Right here, adding. Equation 1, equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2, I am adding. What is the quantity? And this one will come. Let us add plus 1. Then we will have upon here M2 minus M1. And this side I will get this plus this. That is V2 is common there. I will get M2 plus M1, which is write as M1 plus M2. Make V2 the subject now. Therefore, V2 value will become like this: 2U1 by M1 plus M2 plus M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M2 into U2. This is the value of V2 we are getting. This is the value of V2 we are getting. That is what is known. This much. Check if you have any queries, any doubts, ask for clarifications, or this is okay, tell me. Say first. Say, it's okay. V2 value we are getting this much. Okay. Please
Yes,
keep
sir.
this value. I will be using this value later on. Okay. I will be asking you this value later on. So, this value to be written down. Okay. Now, what I will do now? Now I have to find the value of V1. I will make these two equal. These two equal. Now I will multiply this equation by M2. Just below that, next time I am multiplying by M2. Let us multiply both the side by M2. Multiply here, you get M2 U1 minus M2 U2 equal to M2 V2 minus M2 V1. Mark this as equation number 2b. After multiplying both the side by M2, in the equation number 2, I will be writing equation number 2b. This time we must cancel it. V2 things we must cancel. We have to subtract for that. Write down equation 1 minus equation 2b. Let us subtract. Let us subtract on the right hand side first. If you subtract on the right hand side here and here, you see what happens. This and this will be subtracted. Take U1 common here. U1 is common. Here you will get M1 minus M2. M1 minus M2. Okay. Now this and the sign of this will change. It will become this and this one we are adding, so minus will become plus now, this you have to add. It becomes plus 2M2U2. 2M2U2 equal to. See on the right hand side, this one is cancelling. This sign will change, become plus. M1 V1 plus M2 V1. So take V1 as common. Here you will get M1 plus M2. M1 plus M2. Make V1 the subject of formula. Therefore, the value of V1 will be equal to M1 minus M2 divided by this M1 plus M2 U1 plus 2M2 by M1 plus M2 into U2. This becomes the value. Is it visible? Last line is visible.
No, sir.
Hello. Is the last line visible to you?
No, sir.
Last line visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Visible.
Hello, respond one of you. Is the last line visible?
Sir, it's not visible.
Boys, is the last line visible?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir. No, sir.
No, sir, it's not visible.
Okay, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Visible, no?
Hello.
Okay. Boys, please respond. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I'm not able to hear you. Velocity of the first body comes here. Velocity of the second body comes here. Once again, I will write those values. Okay. V1 value comes how much? I'll write here. Right. V1 is equal to, it is coming M1 minus M2. I'll write from this side. Okay. Yeah. This one. Right here. M1 minus M2 by M1 plus M2 into U1 plus 2M2 by M1 plus M2 into U2. And V2 value we have, the value of V2 we already found. Yes, I like from here, this side. I like M2 minus M1 by M1 plus M2 into U2. I like first plus, here I like 2M1 by M1 plus M2 into U1. I write like this. So you can take it this way. When it is 1, it will be 1. Here first one will be U1 and then U2. M1 minus M2 divided by this, and which U2 M2 will go. Second case, divide this same only M1 plus M2 in the both V2, then you write U2 first. And here you have to write not M1 minus M2, here you have to V2 then you write M2 minus M1. Whatever comes first, that you will write first. V2 is coming first, write M2 first. M2 minus M1 and M1 U1 will go together, M2 U2 will go together. So this is how you can remember it. But this derivation is not important because this derivation is based on our concept. We have to solve the two equations simultaneously. Why I did the derivation? Because I want to discuss some special cases. And you have to just know those special cases. That is why I derived it. Though the derivation is not required actually, but just to learn the deduction, some deductions are there, some special cases are there. For that purpose only I had to derive it. While doing numerical problems and all this equation is a little complicated one, so we will not mug it up, we will not learn it by heart. Rather, we will be using our concept. I'll tell you how to you can use the concept and do it. Right here, special cases. Special cases. Number one, first special case. First special case you will see. When M1 equal to M2, then what happens? Let me check. When M1 equal to M2, we'll see. When the mass of the bodies colliding are equal, then what will happen? V1 value will come, how much? We'll check it now. V1 value. V1 value will come, M1 and M2 are equal, this part becomes 0. And out here, we are adding the two of them. M1 plus M2, they are equal. You can add as 2M2 or 2M1. This one gets cancelled. You get answer equal to U2. V1 will be equal to U2. And V2 value will check now. V2 value will become what? This part becomes 0 because they are equal. Here, this one, M1 and M2 are equal. Cancel. This will happen. Now, in conclusion, learn when two bodies are colliding elastically or perfectly elastically, having same masses, then their velocities are interchanged after collision. After collision becomes the velocity of the initial velocity of the second body. collision, whatever the second body has a velocity, the first body will acquire the same velocity, and the second body will acquire the velocity of the first body before collision. I give one example. Suppose we are having one mass here, one ball, maybe another ball here. Masses are equal, masses are same. And suppose velocity of this one is u1, velocity of this one is u2, or this body was at rest. Suppose second body was at rest. This one goes and collides. Can you guess what will happen after collision? What will happen? This body will acquire the velocity of this one. That is, v1 value will become 0. That is, first body will come to rest. And the second body, these two velocity will be crisscrossed. This will become v1 and this will become v2. v1 value will be 0 now. That means this body will come to rest after colliding with it. And this body will pick up a velocity exactly same as the velocity of this body. This should happen. Sometimes I just give one example. You know, carom counters. Carom board, we got counters, and all the counters are identical. Identical means having same marks. When we take double shot in carom board, when we take a double shot, you hit one counter there, that counter will go hit the other counter which was at rest. First counter